The Alpha Sessions.
Hello and welcome to the Alpha Sessions. I am Macie Lewis and I'm joined by the fabulous Nohland. How are you today?
I'm very good, and you?
I'm brilliant, thank you. But just to get everyone introduced to you, I want you to describe yourself and your music for us. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I would describe myself as indie pop musician. I do kind of mellow pop, very similar to Coldplay, that kind of stuff.
Would you say Coldplay's your inspiration then?
It's a big inspiration.
Yeah. What's your favourite Coldplay song?
It's really hard, but maybe Up With The Birds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And I noticed that you're from the Pacific Coast.
Yeah.
So how comes you brought your career to the UK?
Because basically I was born in Colombia and came to Panama when I was very young, so I started like everything that you remember is Panama. And I just wanted to be Mr. Input Pacific Coast, but basically grew up by the beach in Panama. And I was always inspired by music, always wanted to do it. And it just seemed like a great opportunity for me to go to the UK, to London, to start a career in music. Maybe try something new, something I haven't done before.
Yeah.
So I left everything here for that.
Do you love it here though?
I love it. It's been now 5 years, and I really enjoy it.
So where in London did you start?
I started in Angel, and it's
You're
always
still there now. Yeah.
It's always in my area.
Still there.
It's really lovely.
So considering you now come here, what is your main goal in the music industry?
My main goal is basically to get to a point where I can live out of it. Maybe start going around the world and sharing my music, start working with other artists as well.
So would you say touring is definitely a possibility?
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely up there.
Definitely the plan, yeah.
Yeah. So when did you know that you wanted to begin making music? Like, have you always had a love for indie pop, or did you start in like a different genre?
I always loved music, but I started very differently. I started with classical guitar music because basically I found my grandpa's guitar when I was maybe 8 or 9, and then I started playing that. And one of my best friends for my 12th birthday gave me this Coldplay album called Milo Siloto. And when I heard it, I was like, whatever I do in life, I have to attempt to make something as meaningful as that album was to me. And then everything just
came together from there. I love that. So would you say like you enjoyed classical music, or did you always know it was indie pop?
It's more indie pop. Now I don't really listen to it. It's more indie pop now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you performed for us earlier your new single, Closer to You. And I want to know, what inspired you to write that song?
It's my personal life. Like back in the day, it was like a very special song that I was writing for someone at the time. And it started as a piano ballad, kind of like a soundtrack that I had in my head. And then I was away from this person, and so we just were talking. I was like, I just want to be closer to you, and that stuck with me. And I'm always playing music, making on my phone, and it just came.
Just happened.
Yeah.
After everything that we've gone through, went to hell and back just to find you. And I don't wanna spend this night alone, don't wanna wake up on my own. 3 words will never be enough for you. I really hope you feel the way I do. I just wanna be closer, closer to you. Closer, closer, closer to you. Well, you know that I've been reaching out, been trying to say these words out loud. I'll take the risk of love a try, to be with you another time. 'Cause I need to know, will I be with you? 'Cause I'm so in love and I'm so lost, and I need you here, I need you now. The words will never be enough for you. I really hope you feel the way I do. I just wanna be closer, closer to you. Closer, closer, yeah, closer to you. Thank you so much.
The Alpha Sessions.
Following on from your new single, which you can also stream on Spotify.
Yeah.
Any other streaming platforms?
And anything. Tidal, SoundCloud, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer.
Brilliant. Oh, I don't know. What song have you enjoyed writing the most?
It's gonna come out very soon. It's called Stay. It's part of the EP Some Happy Place where Closer to You is from. And Stay, I think, is like the song I enjoy the most. It took me ages to finish, and I had a whole idea of how the EP was gonna wrap up. And at the last minute, I just decided it's gonna end completely differently in a complete other narrative.
Yeah.
And you'll see.
So what's the EP called?
Some Happy Place.
Also, why did you choose that name then?
It's because it's about finding some happy place in life despite any struggle that you come across with.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole story from beginning to end in 4 tracks. And Stay is the final one, I think, is my favorite.
I love that. Love it's like a nice story.
Yeah.
Now, you've got another song on Spotify called Fade Into Sunset.
Yeah.
I'm right to say it hasn't got any lyrics.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
And that's your most streamed song. So firstly, how do you feel about that? Because that is amazing.
Thank you.
And what opportunities have you gained from that song?
I think definitely more exposure to be more pushed by algorithm and things like that. And I've appeared on some reels with that song. It was interesting because the song did have lyrics. And it was kind of like going to be an EDM song that would repeat, I want to fade into the sunset,
Oh, wow.
via the lyric. But we kind of decided the song was good in itself. That's it.
And I think it's a brilliant song.
Thank
I
you.
don't think you need the lyrics.
Yeah, it just...
And it works about
works.
it. Yeah. And it's still amazing.
Thank you so
And
much.
adding on from that, so you collaborated with Haikusu,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And he's actually your best friend, you told
He
me,
is.
of 13 years.
Yeah, we've been
Which is
friends
amazing.
for many years. And
So what's it like working with them? Is it easy?
yeah, he's great. Like, we always work together, even though he's not featured in my tracks, or I'm not featured in his tracks. We always share music together. Should I do this? Should I do that? And we always kind of advise each other, maybe don't release this song, maybe do that.
Yeah.
So every song that you hear is always like supervised by him.
So you're like a mini team
Yeah,
almost.
always.
Always backing each other up,
Always.
which is really, really lovely.
Mm.
And so you've got one friend who is Haikusu.
Yeah.
And your other friend is somebody who you dedicate all your music to.
Yeah.
Would you say that friend is your inspiration?
It's a funny story. Not an inspiration, but maybe a pact. So basically, we were growing up in Panama. He's French, and then we went on this trip to France where we had to basically decide at that time of our lives, what are we going to do with our lives? And he wanted to do cinema, and I wanted to do music, but it's kind of like scary to say I'm going to dedicate my life to be a musician because you never know if it's going to work out or not. And same for him. And so we go to this party in France in this town called Nanterre. And then at that party, we make that promise. And then in Nanterre, I realized, like, if you literally translate Nanterre to English, it's Nohland.
Oh, wow.
That's why.
That's where your name came from as well.
That's why. And so it's because of that promise and everything that came after. It's because of a promise that we would dedicate our life to cinema and music.
So you would say that this friend really kicked off your career almost.
Yeah. And it's a really good friend of mine.
And is that friend now dedicating his life to cinema and acting?
Yeah.
So I love that. It's like
Yeah,
the pact you have.
We kept it, and we still meet all the time. And great friends with Hekaisu as well.
Like a little trio
Yeah.
almost. I love that for you.
Thank you.
And we actually spoke earlier about how you performed on August 11 at Spice of Life in Soho, which is an incredible achievement, by the way. So well done
Thank
for
you
that.
so much.
I want to know, how was your journey getting there, and how did you find the experience?
Like the journey getting there, I started playing very small venues, kind of far up the north in London, and slowly building my way more central. And I started just playing live shows, try to do as much as I could, do open mics and try to get exposure. And then eventually started to make like a small fan base of people who like it, and then just try to give them a fun night.
Yeah.
Like, they're here for the music, for me, and then let's give them something funny, something that they will enjoy. And so when I played the Spice of Life, it was a bit intimidating. So I was the only acoustic act in a rock night with proper bands in Soho. And I was just in the mindset of let's give everyone who came here to see me a proper night. So just jokes in between sets. And then a friend of mine gave me a hand playing guitar with me. It was really fun.
So who would you say was the most exciting person you met then from that night?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Definitely Think About Today. They're the band who played after me.
Mm-hmm.
They were amazing. It's a band from Brighton. I really enjoy them.
Are they also a rock band then?
Yeah, really
Yeah.
good one. And they play some covers that I really enjoyed, and the originals as well.
Brilliant. So then we know who your favourite band from that night was.
Yeah.
So Who would you say is the most exciting person you've met in general in the music industry?
Funny enough, one of my favorite singers called Mike Kinsella from American Football.
Mm-hmm.
I met him at his show.
Wow.
I think that's going to be the most exciting one. I spoke to him for 10 minutes and he was a really lovely guy.
Did he say anything like words of wisdom or
Yeah.
anything like that for you?
We talked about like his first album, and I told him like that album is really one of my favorites.
That must have been such amazing for him to hear and for you to hear as well.
It was lovely to meet him. He was just waiting to see who stayed after the show. And I was just looking for my friends and I ran into him.
That's brilliant. A random meeting as well.
Yeah.
Just happened. No, it's really great. And yes, we said about touring earlier.
Yeah.
Where would you want to tour? Like, is there any
Yeah.
particular part of the world, maybe back to where you used to live?
Definitely, I feel like if I'm ever going to do a show outside of the UK and outside of Panama, it has to be Paris.
Yeah.
Because that's where it all started. And so there's a venue in Paris called Maroquinerie, which is like this very small venue, but it's very special. And I went to see some live shows there at the time. I loved it. And that's where I want to do the first show if I was to start from there. And then just take it across Europe and drive around and play music with friends
Yeah.
and start in Paris.
So would you take your friends with you on tour?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always promise like if things go well when they do, gotta just take everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
Or do like a big event to celebrate everyone who really supported me.
So are you thinking of touring soon, or is that maybe for the far future?
For the far future, but not too far, because I've been in the talks of not doing that venue in Paris, but just finding some smaller venue and small act night that I could go to Paris and just still got some contacts in Paris and
Yeah, definitely.
try to do that maybe in October, November.
So would it be like an EP tour?
I wish, but no, it's just going to be like one night show, my old friends from France.
Yeah, it's still amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
So another song you sung for us earlier was Drunk Talk.
Yeah.
I want to know what inspired you to write it, what's it about,
Yeah.
give us all the details.
Of course. It was a song that I wrote maybe last year, and it was about a date that I had. And I was a bit nervous, so I started just drinking. We went out, we saw some shows, and I kept on drinking because I got nervous. And I keep getting nervous, so I started accepting all sorts of drinks. And until the point where I don't remember much how the night went. So I woke up, I wasn't feeling fine, I couldn't leave the house. So I just started writing a song how I feel like I messed up that date. Turns out I didn't, apparently everything was fine. But that's kind of like the story behind it. It was more of the drunk things I said that I thought I would regret, but turns out I was just being very normal.
Yeah.
People didn't.
Played off coolly.
Yeah, I was just nervous, but turns out it worked out. That song worked out as well, and I really enjoy playing that song live.
Last night I think I lost my head. I woke up in the wrong side of this bed. Last night I think I drank too much, made you feel as if you've had enough of me. I've gotta take it easy on me, easy on me, 'cause I can't blame another night wasted with you by my side. This drunk talk just won't do me right. Can someone else pick up this fight? And last night I think I said a lot, try to think of all that I forgot. And no, I just wanna do things right. No, I just wanna make up your mind tonight. Gotta take it easy on me, easy on me, 'cause I can't blame another night wasted with you by my side. Drunk talk just won't do me right. Can someone else pick up this fight? Gotta take it easy on me, easy on me, can blame another night wasted with you by my side. This long talk just won't do me right. Can someone else pick up this fight?
The Alpha Sessions.
It's one of the first songs I would say more rock and more hype that I do. And I love playing that song.
So if it's more rock, do you use like an electric guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the first time like I added proper distortion to guitar as well. I wanted to do a proper maybe indie rock song more than pop. And that song particularly was one of the songs that whenever I play it live, people really enjoy, and you can see the excitement. And so I always start my shows with drum
Yeah, it
talk.
gets everyone going.
Yeah.
No, it's a really great song.
And people that go to my shows remember the story behind it, so it's kind of like an inner joke that people enjoy.
You can also just retell the story as well.
Yeah.
Which is another thing when you introduce it. But yeah, now social media as well is a massive, massive thing. I want to know, are there any like artist challenges which you find on there?
Yeah, I feel like I'm very camera shy, so I find it hard to put myself forward in front of the camera, and I would rather just take pictures of myself, edit them, and put everything out. And it's that and being consistent, because nowadays the algorithm wants you to be consistent, so you constantly have to post, find new ideas. And so what I think most difficult is finding ways to stand out, because a lot of people are like, okay, we gotta post consistently, but I want to maybe do something special, something that catches people's eye.
Yeah, it's all about like creativeness now and keeping up to date with it. I mean, I know I'm rubbish with that.
It's hard to be like spontaneous, knowing that you have to plan it. You have to be organic and original, but you also have to think it through.
Yeah, definitely. So would you say you post a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've been trying to post every day or every 3 days at least now, and put a story a day, which is.
So what platform would you say you're most active on?
Instagram.
Definitely.
Instagram and Twitter. I post funny stuff on Twitter. Or X now.
You tweet a lot on it. Yeah. Yeah. So do you post videos of you singing or just like promoting yourself through pictures?
Kind of. I put like I share music that I like. Kind of. I travel a lot, so I also share pictures of where I'm traveling. Music of my songs about me singing. Yeah.
Just a bit of everything, really. Just shows who you are. I love Instagram. You just show your personality. Yeah.
I really like it.
And now the last song you sang for us was "Don't Wake Me Up."
Yeah.
Now, can you talk to us about that as well?
Absolutely.
Again, what inspired you?
I think "Don't Wake Me Up" is a classic. Like it's a very old song, but a classic. Like say,
it keeps you going.
Everyone that knows me knows that song. The story behind it is basically, I was maybe 16, 17, and I wrote it in just 10 minutes in a bathroom, like on my phone notes, and it was like about being with someone who you know it's never gonna work out. So it feels like a dream, but you don't want to wake up from that dream.
Yeah.
And I started playing it. I felt like the first real song that had more lyrics or just more movement. So I started playing that song, and then when I moved to London, I was still playing it. And people started knocking on my door asking for the name of the song. So I was like, okay, let's keep it going. I released that song in 2020, but I wasn't happy with the way it sounded. So I just reimagined it, reproduced it, and released it last year.
Wow. It's a really great song. And to write it in 10 minutes is amazing.
I didn't know how it was going to sound like. I just had like lyric ideas in my head.
Yeah, and if you've got a vision, go for it.
And then I had this melody stuck in my head all the time. And then it was at the beginning of piano ballad, and I was playing acoustic now.
Yeah. I mean, do you still play with the piano? Or?
Yeah, I still play with it. I have a piano back at home, like a small keyboard that I play, and I keep playing that song.
So when you're on stage, do you just do guitar only? Or
just guitar.
If you don't bring the piano out?
No, but I want to do that because a lot of my songs have piano, and I want to do like an intimate piano performance. I think it'd be good.
So do you bring your electric guitar and acoustic with you everywhere? Yeah. I mean, it is a bit much for the piano as well. It's a lot.
It's a bit heavy.
Yeah, but you can make it work.
I'll find a way to have like a show one day where you have the keyboard, maybe have other people playing with me at the same time. I think that'll be fun, like kind of like Coldplay style.
Yeah, definitely.
When Chris and Johnny play together.
I mean, maybe your friends and you can get together and perform as well.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to do that when I release EP. I think I'm going to release it Wednesday, 20th of September.
That was the question I was going to ask you. When are you going to release it? It's gone back to me now.
Wednesday, 20th of September. It's almost finished. I'm
Amazing.
finishing it tonight. And like it's taking me a while, but you'll see why. Like I've really put my whole heart and soul to this project, and I
Amazing.
really like it.
So I'm guessing you're really excited to release
I'm really
it.
excited.
Gonna promote it everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Gonna try to film some original stuff in this trip with my friends.
Yeah.
Try to make some content with like some beautiful landscape.
Yeah, would you make some music videos out of it as well?
Gonna do my best for that. Maybe it's just some small clips,
Yeah.
like reels and things like that will
definitely.
show you what the story is like from beginning to end.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be amazing.
Thank you.
It's gonna be really, really great.
I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
And then just want to do like a really nice show and to show people what it's about.
You could do the story in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll see in the cover I'm suiting up. There's a whole reason for that. When you hear it, you'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. But most of my performances now I've been doing in a suit because of that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely listen to it, and I think everyone listening should as well.
Thank you. It's gonna be
It's gonna
worth
be
it.
amazing.
Thank you so
And we'll
much.
all suit up for it.
Please do. It's
Yeah,
fun.
I think
It's like very formal.
I want to end the session by asking you, what advice would you give to aspiring artists?
I feel like be your true self. Like enjoy it. And if you're doing some things that you don't enjoy, you're gonna burn out and you're gonna hate what you do, and do it because you love it. Like don't get yourself to a point where you feel you must do this to be successful, because maybe success is just enjoying what you do.
Definitely.
And always be grateful for everyone who gives you an opportunity, everyone who comes to see you, because it is always those people who are the ones who are going to take you further.
Would you say take every opportunity you get?
Absolutely.
Or, yeah. One of the top things.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now I want to know, what are all your social media platforms?
Yeah.
Or account names?
So I'm on every platform as Nohland Music, including Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. And I'm slowly getting better at TikTok, so you'll see more stuff there.
We were just discussing earlier how TikTok's a hit or miss.
Yeah, I'm getting there little by little.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you're doing great on it. And yeah, so do you have a website or?
Working on it.
Okay.
Because when I release this EP called Some Happy Place, there will be an address for the happy place at a website.
That's brilliant.
Thank
That's
you.
so nice.
And so I will send like the invitation through the website and things like that. And postcards as well with...
So like your
happy place.
merchandise.
Exactly.
Then. That's really great. So was it only postcards or maybe t-shirts?
T-shirts in the future, postcards for now.
Yeah, we'll think about more in the future for it. Definitely. And yeah, I want to just say thank you for chatting with me today.
Thank you
Hope
so much for having
you all
me.
listening had a great time watching us.
And thank you for
almost.
listening and tuning in.
And yeah, thank you for coming here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
When I wake up in the morning, the daylight starts to shine. Can you help me, 'cause I'm going out of my head? How did I end up in this bed? Don't try to wake me up, I don't wanna be alone anymore. But it feels just like a dream being with you, Marjorie. But if I'm only dreaming, don't wake me, don't wake me, don't wake me up. Don't wake me, don't wake me, don't wake me up now. When you wake up in the morning, the daylight lights your smile. Will you help me, 'cause I'm going out of my head? How can I be with you tonight? Don't try to wake me up, I don't wanna fall asleep my own. But it feels just like a dream being with you, Marjorie. But if I'm only dreaming, don't wake me, don't wake me, don't wake me up. Don't wake me, don't wake me, don't wake me up now. And all I wanted was right here in my arms. And all I wanted was right here in my arms. here in my arms. Thank you so much.